Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are going to listen to the Volt, but before it, just don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow we will start the new season with the first press conferences of the test days. Let's go listen to Toto Wolff.
I've seen you at the last few years at these tests, and it's been a tough experience. How hopeful are you you've got on top of your issues? I saw James Allison at the airport. Has he been much more involved with this car than maybe some of the previous ones?
Yeah, he's been very involved, and obviously it's never down to one person, but I feel the organization tried to really hard to understand what is where our deficits lie. And albeit we're going into the last year of these regulations, we want to prove to ourselves that we have understood.
Okay, and George has driven it first. He himself, I think, is building himself up for this year and next year. He's 7 years into F1 now. I think he feels it's time. He realised his potential. Do you recognise that? It's an important time for him.
Yeah, of course, you can only be as good as your car is. And remember, his first ever Mercedes race, he could have won it and should have won it if it was not down to the team's mistake. So he has the potential in him, and we just provide the two of them a platform that is predictable and has lots of downforce.
Kimi Antonelli, I've got to meet a few times now and find him a delightful character, I have to say. That smile. Are you going to work to make sure he enjoys this year? He's still only 18. It's a lot for him to carry around with him, the pressure. Can you give him an environment where he can still be a teenager?
Yeah, I think he's a teenager. He's 18, but the problem is that the moment you land in Formula One, all the teenage stuff stops because it's just too serious and it's a tough environment. But you can see that, you can see that very youngish boy from his, let's say, when you just look at him. But when I see him in the car and the attitude in the briefing, there's a performance animal that is there. And I think we're going to see some of that on track. Hopefully all of that.
So I hope he doesn't lose the joy of racing, which is important too. Listen, talking about the tough environments, we've just come from F1 75, the big event at the O2 now. There was some booing, and there's been a lot of discussion about that. Max Verstappen, in my view, I don't think he got booed exactly. No. There was plenty of cheers I heard for him as well. Christian Horner certainly was, and the FIA president spoke out about that. But what do you think? Are today's fans allowed to do that sort of thing, or is it right that it's criticised that way?
I think, as you say, I don't think that Max was booed, and we shouldn't, talk an event down that was mega just because one single individual, rightly or wrongly, was booed when he spoke up or when he spoke. So. It was a great event. I mean, the spectators there were great. The presentation of the cars was good, and it sets a new format for the years to come. And that is the positive we need to take from that.
You weren't booing Christian, were you?
No, I wasn't booing. There was 15,000 people that did that. It wasn't necessary that I did.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's see what he has to say about all of that this week. It looks like a great year. It could be a great launch for a great year. Teams to beat, there's several of them. You'll hope to be one of them. People are making Lando Norris favourite for the Drivers' Championship. Is that justified?
I mean, he's a great driver, and the team has done so well last year. And I think he will have learned a lot what he needs to work on. But overall, we were 4 teams. Maybe there's more of us this year that can win races. 4 of us won more than 4 races. So I hope we can continue a season like this as competitive and exciting.
Wind of change, maybe.
Well, it's got very gusty suddenly, who would have thought that you need to wear a pullover and a jacket in Bahrain? But it's good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back for us, for Formula One fans, for the sport himself. If we start to comment with the beginning of his interview, every team, including Toto Wolff, is optimistic, so optimistic for this season. Everyone is believing that their car is faster than the other cars, but that long-awaited day tomorrow will start the test periods, and I hope we will see which team, how what kind of performance will bring to front of us, and maybe we'll have any prediction for the first race. And if he came also for Boeing Max Verstappen, I think this kind of things is normal. Also in Formula One, we have the fans are Boeing a lot of players in football and also in the other sports, and I believe that is like it's a normal thing. We know what happened at the end of the season last year, that we had a lot of drama, a lot of fights, let's say, between George Russell and Max Verstappen, and I think also they are continuing to do that they were doing at the end of the season last year. And also for Lando Norris, if I need to say some words, I don't believe that he will become this year world champion at Formula One. That's my opinion. But as I said, tomorrow maybe we will have better ideas uh, after the first session of the new season, and also we will have tomorrow we will have a press conference. Also we will have 3 days in a row press conferences, and also those press conferences we will share on our channel. Just don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel to not to miss any press conference and any interview of the test periods of the new season.